I am pleased to be joined now by the City Councillor for Ward 2 in Saskatoon, Senos Timon. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Jeremy. How are you?
I am good. Thank you so much for coming on. Now, I have to start with the talk of the town, which is the $300,000 spent on 3 large plastic rocks. And when you say it like that, it's maybe not that appreciated. But what is your view on the amount of money spent on these public art pieces? What's your opinion on this whole thing?
So probably you and your viewers, I wanted to draw them to a background how this came to be. City Council in previous decisions, they have made decisions where they allocate 1% of major capital projects to arts initiative, and this artwork came to be under that policy, and which is gone through the Public Arts Advisory Committee, who recommended this work, and it has gone through the tender process, and that's how the allocation of that funding came to be spent on this project. And also I wanted to highlight that this is a project that is intended to divert some of the material from our recovery center just to be reused in a way that not going to the landfill, and this an initiative that came out of that lead to this project. So yes, I hear the concerns of the dollar amount, but this is a policy that council at that time believed that public arts is important, and also public arts generally contribute to the health and well-being of citizens of Saskatoon.
All right. Well, thank you very much for offering your 2 cents on that. I know you also wanted to talk this morning about some of the safety initiatives that are going on in your ward, Ward 2. Tell us about some of those.
Yes. So one of the safety initiatives that we have been doing is doing work on particularly around the Pleasant Hill area. You've been around for quite some time. You probably heard so many stories and some of the safety concerns around the Pleasant Hill community. So at that time, before I got to this role, I'm involved in the community, aware of that. So when I got elected, it really became one of those, one of the things on my to-do list. How can we find ways to help this community in addressing some of the safety concerns? So I reached out to the Saskatoon Police Services and I find out what they've been doing and the community. So at that time, they've started some work to find out exactly what can be done to address this problem. So one of the initiatives they have done at that time was working to create a Pleasant Hill neighborhood safety intervention strategy. So at that time, we said, well, what can we do to have this happen? So in order for us to have a strategy that is informed by lived experiences, so we organize sessions with the residents of Pleasant Hill, with the business community who operates in Pleasant Hill, as well the CBOs, the community-based organization that operates in Pleasant Hill, bring them on the table to have a discussion, to learn what their experience and what are the things that they can see how we can move forward. So that discussion is ongoing. We have wrapped up our first phase of that project, and we are looking to bring a second phase, which is kind of bring together the findings from those community engagement sessions, what the findings that we have found, and how can we create solutions or strategy out of that. So that's one of the big initiatives that we've been working on. So I'm really looking forward to see what we can do together with the community, the business, and the CBOs that are doing a lot of work in the community to help us address safety concerns in Ward 2. And this is generally basically also going through all the way in Ward 2. If we can get this done, I think it will help other areas in the city as well.
Okay, wonderful. I looking forward to seeing some of the results of that down the road. Senos Timon, Ward 2 City Councillor, thanks for a few minutes this morning.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time and enjoy the summer.